Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Kingdom Hearts character files. So, this is the final uh, bit of the Kingdom Hearts character files, and I've decided I'm gonna do the story after I read the place. So, that'll be pretty much the whole gist of it, and then I'll go back to the characters, like I did before. Um, As you know, we are on chapter 4. So we're reading all of Daybreak Town, Game Central Station, Niceland, Cybug Sector, and Candy Kingdom. And it is Keyblade Wielders in the Age of Fairy Tales. And let's begin. Alright, we start with Daybreak Town. A town governed by the Master of Masters and his apprentices, and symbolized by a large clock tower from before the Chronicles. The apprentices gather comrades to form unions in which many Keyblade wielders assemble in Kingdom Hearts Union Key. And now we go to Daybreak Town story. You and Keyblade story. I'm just going to turn that down just a little bit so I can focus. Alright. The first time I met you was when I was in front of a fountain in this town. You woke up and immediately ended up fighting with your Keyblade. Oh, Charity. I watched the whole thing with one of the foretellers. My name is Charity. I'm a spirit and you're familiar. Your pursuit of flight made you the perfect candidate for a Keyblade wielder. I think you looked a little confused as you listened to my explanation. Boy. Boy. That takes me back. Boy, that takes me back. There we go. After that, you went to all sorts of worlds and connected lights with your friends. It was our mission to get rid of the darkness. Collect light, Lux, and save the world. For that purpose, Keyblade wielders were divided into 5 unions, and each union would collect Lux. The leaders of the 5 unions were foretellers. We went to a lot of worlds together, huh? And we met and helped all kinds of people in those worlds. But the atmosphere in Daybreak Town was changing, little by little, and Keyblade wielders consumed by darkness began to appear. Every single charity is linked to their Keyblade wielder, and I knew the version of me that disappeared in front of me. Back then, you had a dream, right? In the dream, the 5 foretellers gathered. You met Ephemera the day after having that dream. He told you something. The worlds we visit, the worlds of fairy tales, are nothing more than holograms. You know projections. You know projections. The light we collect there is actually this world's light. You tilted your head to the side, confused at what Ephemer said. That was only natural. Even I didn't really understand what he was talking about. But it's true that I had just a slight inkling of it. Because I knew you had that dream. Because I knew you'd had that dream. There we go. I'm gathering information. Trying to figure out how the whole thing works. My hunch is that the book of prophecies held by the foretellers is what's creating these holograms. After thinking a little, you told Ephemer about your dream of the foretellers. Let's head to the place you saw in your dream. After the two of you left, another me appeared in front of me. I spoke to me. You're not the same color you were before. The other me was dyed in darker color. For some reason, it filled me with uneasiness. In the end, you two weren't able to get to the foretellers. We know how to get in now. Let's save the rest for another day. You nodded in response. We may not be in the same union, but we're friends, right? Let's meet tomorrow at Fountain Square. How about noon? You and he shook hands. What the hell? God damn it, my hair was on that goddamn page. I don't even know how. Excuse me. Alright, that night, you were all smiles as you sat on your bed, and you told me about Ephemer. Since you looked happy, it made me happy too. You made a new friend. That's great. No wonder you're smiling. I hear having friends is nice, but I wouldn't know because I don't have any. When I said that, you looked a little distressed, and then you pointed at yourself. Huh? You? You nodded. I felt a little shy. I never thought a familiar like me could make friends with anyone. You're my friend? It made me so happy that you thought of me as a friend. The next day, you waited and waited, but Ephemer never came to the Fountain Square. You looked really sad. A friend always keeps their promise. Maybe he had an emergency. You should give him the benefit of the doubt. Despite me telling you this, you didn't seem to cheer up at all. Don't be sad. When you're sad, it makes me sad too. After all, we're friends, right? I stretched my hand out and took yours, and then you hugged me tight. But the atmosphere in the town kept getting worse. Lots of things happened around you, and then you met Skuld. a friend of Ephemir, just like you. It's not a competition, or at least it shouldn't be. Our goal of protecting the light is the same. There's no need for us to fight, Skuld said. As you and Skuld searched for Ephemir, you learned about a plan to send Keyblade wielders to a new world. The group made up of these Keyblade wielders, called Dandelions, was created by Master Ava. The purpose of this plan was to survive the end of the world. But you chose not to join the Dandelions. Yes, that's the kind of person you were. I know that. And then, the end of the world, the Keyblade War, began. You battled the foretellers and collapsed. Before long, Ephemir and Skuld came to you. Let's go. Ephemir held out his hand to you, and you lay on the ground. As you lay on the ground, your world was engulfed in light, and you fell asleep. When you wake up, what kind of world you'll be in is up to you. I believe that is the whole story. Yeah. And Daybreak Town has a lot of characters. Just all these to get all the characters and the Master of Masters. Alright. It's been 12 minutes, and I still have a lot to read. Let's see. You really think you can change the future? The Master of Masters. A man of many mysteries, who has 6 Keyblade Masters as apprentices. He sees future events with his gazing eye, that he then writes about in the Book of Prophecies. After giving copies of the book to his apprentices, he vanishes. His apprentices call him Master. One sec. I gotta adjust this. There we go. Alright. Someone's coming. They're headed straight this way. Charity. Creatures known as spirits that the Master of Masters created. They accompany Keyblade wielders, but when the heart of a wielder is tainted by darkness, their charity also turns dark and becomes a nightmare that gives bad dreams to other people. Yeah, so all of that's Union Key, the Master of Masters little figure, Charity's little figure, and Charity's Nightmare version. And now for the Master's Apprentices. Daybreak Town only appears in the Before Chronicles and the Union Key. Excuse me. I think it's Before Chronicles. Give me a sec. I gotta go all the way to the beginning real quick. Let's see. 'Cause it should tell me there. Oh, the back cover. That's what it is. I don't know why the hell it's called a back cover. Before Chronicles sounds so much better. But it's the back cover. Alright. Era. A man wearing a unicorn mask. Era is one of the foretellers and leads the Unicornus Union. Because he's serious and reliable, the master gives him the role of leading the foretellers. I wish to fulfill the role bestowed upon me, that's all. Envy. A woman wearing a snake mask. That's a snake? Oh. Envy is one of the foretellers and leads the Anguis Union. People admire her for her integrity, and the master gives her the role of observing the other four foretellers and disobey the master's teachings? Alright. That is aced. A man wearing a bear mask. Ace is one of the foretellers and leads the Ursus Union. He's hot-blooded and sometimes clashes with the other foretellers. Because of his bravery, he's given the role of supporting Era. What do you get in my way? That was actually pretty dope. It's pretty cool. Ava. I was actually in the Vulpus Union when I played Union Key. Played the shit out of that one. A woman wearing a fox mask. Ava's one of the foretellers and leads the Vulpus Union. The task given to her by the master is to gather Keyblade wielders with potential and send them to another world. The future is in all your hands, as is the world's light. These were the Union Key figures or characters. And this is the next area. They have such cool fucking Keyblades. I'm being completely honest. If you looked at all of their fucking Keyblades, they look so sick. Here, let me go back so you can see. So, page 2. That Keyblade looks so goddamn cool. The one that Era carries. I mean, all of the Keyblades look super sick. Look at Envy's Keyblade too. That thing looks so cool. It's like thorns and like flowery-ish. It's so cool. Then there's Aced. His is more like what the hell? What's his name? I have to go back to figure out who he is, because I don't remember. He was He was one of the organization members at one point. And I don't remember his fucking name. It was Elias, or whatever his name is. Lexias. He's the one who carried the axe sword. But his his weapon is like Ace's. And Ava's Keyblade is nice too. Oh, they all have their fucking union emblems on them too. That's actually really cool. I never noticed that. Sorry. Alright. And then there's Gula's looking super awesome. I think it's Gula. The books we're given are incomplete. There's a lost page. That's his voice. That's the voice I'm giving him. A man wearing a leopard mask. Gula is one of the foretellers and leads the Leopardus Union. The master gives him a lost page from the Book of Prophecies and tells him that his mission is to solve its mystery. He's got a super cool Keyblade. Luxu. Oh, he. Great, now I really want to know. One of the 6 apprentices, the master gives Luxu the task of witnessing the future with his own eyes, and entrusts him not with the Book of Prophecies, but with a Keyblade that has the master's eye on it, and a black box. Then Luxu departs. Son of a bitch. Hold on. Luxu is Break. I believe. Hold on. Luxu is Breaks. Where's his fucking character profile? Zigbar. Luxu is Zigbar. I was calling him by his human form. But Luxu is Zigbar. That's crazy that I've just connected that. Now we go down to this. What does the master entrust to Luxu? Luxu receives from the master an unnamed Keyblade with one of the master's eyes embedded in it, and a large black box. The contents of the box, which the master says must never be opened, are not revealed, and only he and Luxu know what's in it. Luxu later changes his name and appearance, and succeeds in reuniting with the other apprentices, except Ava. Alright. Here we go. F-Mir. What should his voice be? I don't know what's got you down, but please cheer up. A young Keyblade wielder and with unruly white hair and a red scarf. Efmir is cheerful and converses freely with Ava. He helps Sora in a critical situation in Kingdom Hearts 3. Skuld. Her voice. But just can't sit back and wait for the end to come. Whatever. That's her voice. A young Keyblade user with black hair. Like Efmir, Skuld serves as one of the union leaders of the Dandelions. She has a serious nature, and it's been said she's similar to Ava. Friends, a beautiful thing. Brain. Brain wears a hat and is one of the union leaders of the Dandelions. He says that he will be the virus that overwrites the destiny of this world, which is on a path of to destruction. Jesus Christ. Shit, my bad. I didn't scroll down. My fault. Ventus. This is Ventus, from long before he trained with Aqua and Terra. His hair is a little shorter. He's envious of people with friends because he's always been on his own. Ventus in Chapter 1, page 41. That's wild. Alright. I hope that one day we could be friends. There's so much I'd like to tell you. That is Strelitzia. Laurium's younger sister. After hearing about the Keyblade War from Ava, Strelitzia is appointed as a union leader of the Dandelions. But someone attacks her and she disappears. Laurium. A person with a connection to Marluxia. Laurium is one of the union leaders of the Dandelions, and he's trying to find his younger sister, who disappeared. See Marluxia's section in Chapter 2, page 101. I'm probably not going to read the sections. Yeah, no. A person, Elrena. A person with a connection to Larxene, which is basically just her. They're the same person. Same for Laurium is Marluxia. Jesus Christ. Alright. Since Elrena has interacted with Strelitzia a few times, Laurium asks her about his sister. That's it. I am not going to read the other section. See this page. Yeah, this one's a very long one. We still have a whole nother 2 pages after this one. Alright. So all of these are before Chronicles, or back cover, is what they're saying. So that makes you the indisposable number 7. After the Master of Masters, referred to as the Master from now on, summons his apprentice Luxu to his room. He gives the man an important role in a light-hearted tone. This task will be the catalyst for everything to come. In the master's playful and mischievous way, he gave his apprentice Luxu a very important role. Okay, we're gonna go down left side, then down right side. I think that would be best. It'd make it so much easier to keep it in check. Wow, no quick skim from you, huh? After reading the Book of Prophecies given to him, Ira suggests a way to save all the people in the world as a guardian of light. The master appoints Ira as the leader of the apprentices and answers, "All right, good luck." All right, good luck. Whatever. Isn't it our duty as Keyblade wielders to prevent this war from taking place? I changed his voice. Whoops. There's a traitor among us. I think that was close enough. No. Fuck, they're playing Shion's song. And that is like one of the saddest fucking songs ever. God, it makes me so goddamn emotional. Alright. In accordance with what the master taught them, Ira and the others gathered comrades and formed their own unions. However, when they find a dark charity, the existence of a traitor is revealed. I found this sniffing around. I'll need you to observe the others. Easy breezy. Whatever. It's a little unnerving. It's a little unnerving, to be honest. Or, it's a little unnerving, to be honest. Yeah. Zigbar's voice. One of the easier ones to do. Envy is given the role of observing the other apprentices with impartiality and calmly mediates any disputes that may arise after the master disappears. Although she's confused, she accepts. Just know it's the most important one. Just know it's the most important one. Ace seems displeased with his role to support Ira, the appointed leader. The master explains the importance of this role and tells him to step up as leader himself if the need arises. So everyone will be counting on you to spur him into action. Way to steal my thunder, show off. Your role. You must find the traitor hidden among you and stop them before it's too late. Oh. Whatever, fuck it. The master gives Gula a piece of the Book of Prophecies that his other apprentices don't know about. When he reads this page, which mentions a traitor, Gula understands precisely what his role is and what the master's plan is. Summoning Kingdom Hearts is forbidden. Gula is tired of trying to decipher the lost page, and he decides he's going to summon Kingdom... Oh. Whoops. Summoning Kingdom Hearts is forbidden. Summon Kingdom Hearts to get the master to come back. He asks for Ava's help, but she won't agree to it. Everything in the passage is ambiguous at best. But Master, isn't there anything we can do? Ava is concerned about the last page of the Book of Prophecies, and the Master gives her a mission that has hope of keeping light from expiring. The mission is to have the finest Keyblade wielders depart for another world. Those wielders are dubbed the Dandelions. They will keep the light alive. Or, they will keep the light alive. Whatever. So, this is the last part of Daybreak Town at the top. And then it's straight into another thing. Game Central Station and everything else. Right now, that Keyblade is just like you. It has room to grow. It has room to grow. When the protagonist alights in Daybreak Town, Charity appears as a guide, but it disappears after a long monologue about this world and the mission the protagonist has been given. Let's meet tomorrow at Fountain Square. How about noon? Thanks. Sorry. One day, the protagonist helps a boy who's fighting a powerful enemy. The boy introduces himself as Efmir and gives his own point of view about the Lux everyone's collecting. The protagonist doesn't understand but decides to help him. Not bad. I see a lot of potential in you. As the protagonist is searching for Efmir, who didn't show up in the promised location, they encounter Master Ava, smiling. She assumes a stance with her Keyblade and challenges the protagonist to a battle to test their strength. But I also see sadness in your heart. That should be fine. So you should embrace it like they did. What's wrong? Do you hate darkness? A charity that's been tainted by darkness and turned into a nightmare appears. It talks about its own idea that light and dark are two halves of the same coin. One can't exist without the other, and says people who accept darkness can become strong. Oh. I'm gonna skip that song. It's making me tired. There we go. Perfect. I'll witness the end of this world. Oh wait, hold on. This is Briggs. This is Zigbar. I'll witness the end of this world and go to the next. There we go. Ava plans to ask Luxu about the Master's whereabouts. However, after hearing about Luxu's role and the fact that he's carrying a secret, Ava wonders if he's the traitor. This world is meant to end. Sorry about that. You broke your promise. Ava's wish is in vain, and the Keyblade War begins. After a series of desperate struggles, the protagonist lies on the ground, and their body battered. Then the light appears, along with Skuld and Ephemir. God, that page is so much bigger than I thought. Let's reduce the size. Whatever, fuck it. I think that's fine. And now for Game Central Station, Niceland, Cyberbug Sector, or Cybug Sector, and Candy Kingdom. Oh god, it's from Wreck-It Ralph in 2012. And others! Excuse me. I apologize. I'm a little bit tired. 2 hours. Alright, the world of the movie Wreck-It Ralph, which depicts the behind the scenes lives of arcade game characters. A variety of game areas stretch out from Game Central Station, the center of it all. There we go. Oh, I get it. You're going turbo. Yeah, that's his voice from now on. Whatever. Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph. Tired of being the bad guy in an action game for 30 years running, Ralph breaks the rules and sneaks into another game and obtains a medal that proves he's a hero. However, Vanellope steals it. Fix it, Felix Jr. Fix it, Felix Jr. I can't do his voice either. As the protagonist of the game in which Ralph plays the role of the bad guy, Felix's job is to use the magical hammer his father gave him to repair the buildings Ralph destroys. He falls in love with Sergeant Calhoun at first sight. And we'll get to her. Say, friend, have you seen Ralph? Oh, I'm Vanellope. Nice to meet you. I can't do her fucking voice, so that was it. Vanellope von Schweetz. Vanellope is a racer in the candy-themed racing game Sugar Rush, but she's been ostracized. She succeeds in entering a race by using the medal she stole from Ralph. Alright, and it is time for the last page, which I'm not counting the rest of the pages because it's all just index pages. But I should give credit where credit's due. Yeah. I should probably get a picture of that, put it at the end, I guess. God, it's almost been a fucking hour of reading. Why has it gone back to... Ah, shit, I should have just kept going with the fucking top on, the other page. Shit. I'm gonna recruit her to the dandelions. She's not a dandelion. Before the Keyblade War, one of the Union leaders of the dandelions, Strelitzia, was looking for a certain person when someone attacked her and she disappeared. But it never happened. That was strange. As he searches for his sister, who vanished, Alorium talks to Elrita. Apparently, Strelitzia was trying to save someone whose name she didn't even know from a war. Master Ava spoke of war in her speech. Master Ava spoke of war in her speech. I don't know. Yep, that's right. There was a Keyblade War back then too? Yep, that's right. I'd go for a nice long break. Right about now. Before they both disappear, the Master tells Luxu that the Keyblade War is still being waged even now. He also says there could be a truce and that he wants to kick back for a while. Son of a bitch, I have to reduce the size of this shit for it to actually... Yeah, there we go. If I had to guess, there's someone behind all of this. All this. Since strange things are happening in Daybreak Town, Rain guesses that this place, which they thought was the real world, is a data world. And that there's someone behind all this weirdness. But all signs point to this being a data world too. You're certainly knowledgeable about all this. I need you to act as a waypoint. Maleficent visits Daybreak Town in order to return to her own world. A voice from the darkness says that after Maleficent returns to the future, she'll be a waypoint for the inhabitants of this world. Oh, great. The world of Kingdom Hearts Key. Daybreak Town debuts in the browser game Kingdom Hearts Key. Although service for the game has been discontinued, the story of the Keyblade wielder was carried over to the app version, Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key, and then Union Key. So even those who haven't played it can experience for themselves the world of Kingdom Hearts Key and Union Key. Yeah, so, what was it? Game Central Station, Niceland, Cybug Sector, and Candy Kingdom all show up in Kingdom Hearts Union Key. Oh my god. Okay. Gotta finish this. Slick Tiddlywink pint size? What the fuck? I'm sorry, it's sorry. Sergeant Calhoun, a tough military woman who appears in a cutting-edge first-person shooter in order to exterminate a cybug that jumped out of her own game. Calhoun plunges into a different game with Felix. Well, not in my game. Wait, who are you? Close enough. I can't do that voice, it's annoying. Specifically because the person who plays him. As the protagonist chases Heartless, bricks are falling from the top of the building. Ralph, who's on the roof, attacks the protagonist without giving them a chance to explain themselves. Your face, it's amazing. Look at that high definition. Although Sergeant Calhoun hears Felix's exclamation of admiration, she doesn't pay it any heed. As far as she's concerned, exterminating cybugs is her top priority. Oh man. Sorry. It's this way. Straight through the forest. I can't do her voice. Whoa, who are you? And are you doing this? Vanellope von Schweetz. As the protagonist continues to chase after Ralph, they meet Vanellope, who keeps teleporting at random. She stabilizes when she hears, when she's nearby, when she's near them. So she asks them to accompany her to the racetrack. And that is it. For the rest of the pages, it's 216 to 223 is all just the index of characters. It's a lot. It's a lot to see. I don't think I have to take a picture of this one. Hold on. I can't remember what I was looking at when I did this. No. No, that's not it either. Where is it? I think it was that. Hold on. No, it wasn't. God damn it. It was the last page that I needed. I don't remember what page what I was using. Excuse me. I'm just trying to find the last page. I don't think I could find it actually. So I'm going to yeah. I'm going to take a picture of it and put it at this end. I'll put it on this one so you guys can see. Sorry, I'm just gonna do this real quick, and then we'll be right back to ending our experience with this. It's been a great time. I've absolutely enjoyed reading all this, but credit where credit is fucking due. They did a really good job at doing this. So I was super surprised by the amount of work they put into this. Let me do this. And then do this. And this is the credit for the Kingdom Hearts character files. They have all the staff for when they did all translations, all that. Everything. You can give credit to all of these people who made this book at Dark Horse and with Square Enix. They all did a fantastic job at making this and explaining all of the characters to the best of their abilities. But yeah, that's it. This is the Kingdom Hearts character files. Thank you all for joining. I really appreciate you all joining. And as for Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, I have no idea what I'm going to do now. Maybe do another book that's not Kingdom Hearts or something else entirely. Maybe I'll start with a playthrough of Subnautica. No clue. I haven't decided yet, but I really appreciate you all joining and being here for the entirety of it. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys on Monday with Graveyard Keeper. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. And if you want to get the book for yourself, links in the description, as well as my Kick and Twitch, and my husband's Twitch, and is business. All those things are going to be in the description for you to follow or get the stuff for yourself. But thank you guys again for joining. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I'll be seeing you guys on Monday. Peace out, peeps. I love y'all.